Hello, everyone. I'm Larry Ridley. Welcome to the NFL on EA Sports. In today's game, a very good defense will be on the field. The Bears are the least scored-on team in the league, and they'll be up against the Lions offense that will need to rise to the occasion.
First opened way back in 1924, but renovated in 2002. There's a look inside venerable Soldier Field in Chicago. This was the scene a moment ago as the Bears emerged from their tunnel. Ready for football are they, and ready for football are we, as the Bears get set to match up with Matthew Stafford and the Detroit Lions. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. And on the outside, they're playing press coverage.
Watch it now, Barney. Now let's go. Three. Gone. Back to that Philly. Here we go. All right, now, lucky 56. No. Check. Patriot. Over.
On 1st and 10, it's Trubisky. He's just going to dump this one off to his fullback out of the backfield. And this one will go to the 28-yard line. It'll be a 3-yard gain, and that'll bring up 2nd down. Possible run anticipation here as the D-line sandwiches together. Now Trubisky to throw on 2nd. And under the Lions' pressure, he's brought down. Well, these sacks are really piling up. Last week, it was a half dozen sacks. And here's one on the opening drive.
And it has the potential to be what we call a gap, a game-altering play. Because, let's face it, you just mentioned 6 sacks last week. Now, if you're on offense and you saw that on tape, you got to think to yourself, maybe I bring people in, keep them in, and try and protect my quarterback. It didn't work on that play.
And the offense lining up 1st and 10. Here's carry number 1 for Jordan Howard. Looking for a seam, but finding none. He'll get back to the line of scrimmage, and that's it. No gain on the play there. 2nd down. Offense looking to avoid a 3rd and long. It's 2nd and 10. From the gun, it's Trubisky. And his throw is incomplete. Kendall Wright, the intended target, and it'll bring up 3rd down.
That one didn't quite make it to the target, but that's not always a function of the strength of the arm of the quarterback, is it? Sometimes there's just too much pressure there. In any case, the ball doesn't arrive.
Looking to jam the receivers at the line here. Press coverage look defensively. On 3rd down, Trubisky. Over the middle, complete. It's Howard. And he will have the 1st down as he's brought down up near midfield. Give him 12 yards on that one. It earns him a fresh set of downs.
Detroit! Here we go now.
Shift together here from the D-line.
Over. Set. Green. Leopard. No. Check. Patriot. Watch it now, Barney.
They'll throw on 1st down with Trubisky. He's got White here. 10 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be second down. We've seen quite a bit of the short passing game here early on first quarter, haven't we?
We have, and I think it works a couple of ways for this team because, number one, you throw the short game until they stop it. And if they're not going to stop it, you keep throwing it, and occasionally you'll break a tackle and turn into a bigger gain. Also, if they start to creep up, start to pressure receivers, now you go over the top, take it deep, and now you get some of those big shots downfield.
Now a carry for the change of pace back. The rookie Tariq Cohen. Only a gain of a yard there, but it indeed gets him a new set of downs.
Second and inches is oftentimes an invitation for an offense coordinator to take a big shot downfield because he feels like he can come back on third down and pick up the first down. But sometimes you just don't want to break tendency. Stay with what you are, stay with who you know, and go get the first down. That's exactly what they did.
They try again with Cohen, and he is swallowed up right at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play. It'll be second down. Well, a well-executed blitz, no doubt. Great job by the linebacker. Maybe the quarterback, if he could have seen that, could have audibled there.
Yeah, he needed to be in a different play because that one just meshed perfectly for the defense. All the gaps were filled except for the one the offense really wanted to run through, and that was filled by a big man wanting to make a tackle.
And he made a great tackle. On second down, Trubisky. And he fires one incomplete.
And it is true. You can draft the fastest. You can draft the most athletic guys. But if they don't know the art of positioning, sometimes it's all for naught. In this case, in the right spot, help force the incompletion.
Yeah, but had his hands on it for a second. Would have been a tough catch, though. Falls incomplete. They'll try to capitalize on play number 11 of this opening drive. Third and goal. Play clock winding down. From the gun on third down, it's Trubisky. Got him in, it's right. And oh, he is really laid out that time. Knocked flat on his back. That one good for 16, and the drive will continue. And the seemingly endless drive continues. Looking to throw, Trubisky on first down. They'll set up the screen to Howard. And he's able to get it to the edge of the red zone at the 20-yard line. They'll get 4 there out of the screen, and it's second down. And they're getting him involved early.
You feel like they saw something on tape, or they just have a sense with him because he's had a good week of practice or something in that area that they want him involved. Just as you said, they want him to touch it either in the running game or the passing game, but they must like the matchups they're getting.
And the D-line pinching together must be expecting the run. Again, it's Trubisky. And he's going to drop this off to his fullback. And he'll get it down this time to the 17. Give him 3 on the play. And just like that, it's third down. Long drive. The defense just cannot seem to catch a break and get off the field. Trubisky now to throw on third down. And he can't hang on to it. Nearly picked. He's known for his hands defensively, but instead it just brings up fourth down. On fourth down, Anthony Lynn says, let's go for 3. From the left hash, this from 34. And the 42-year-old veteran's kick is up and good. Brandon Gaudin, Charles Davis back with you as it's Bears football here to begin quarter number 2, as we'll see one following the score on the final play before break. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. the drive with Abdullah. And they're able to get this one across the 35. They pick up 12 on the play there, and they move the chains.
I know it's a cliche, and coaches always talk about it's a team game. We need all 11 to win. But let's face it, Detroit really needs Amir Abdullah to have runs like that all season long.
Missed a lot of time with injuries, especially recently. Now, Theo Riddick wound up leading the Lions in rushing last year, but just 357 yards. Now the Notre Dame man, this is Theo Riddick. Room to run past midfield. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. A good gain of 14 there, and it moves the chains. Now a first down throw. Stafford. Pressure, and he's taken down. A Bear sack. Pernell McPhee. He's the one to get him, and that's sack number 7 for him on the year. A second down run for Abdullah. And he'll get this across the 40 and up to about the 42-yard line. He'll get 3, but it leaves him with a big hole here on 3rd and very long. Out of the gun, Stafford. This caught by Royal. He lost 2, and it brings up 4th. And never good on a pass completion there to go the wrong way. Lost yardage.
No, for some reason it seems to work better when you throw it downfield or you can move the ball downfield running it that way, doesn't it? But in this case, if you're the defensive guys, you're energized, executed well, and you caused a lost yardage play. That's going to feel good and look great in film.
While we have a minute, we remind you that later tonight we'll have a couple of NFC East rivals squaring off, the Eagles and the Cowboys from Big D.
Or Arlington. Got to make sure we get it right.
To be more precise there in the Metroplex. Then tomorrow night, Week 11, we'll wrap up with a playoff rematch from the divisional round a year ago, the Falcons and Seahawks, but this time from Seattle. Possible run anticipation here as the D-line sandwiches together. They'll begin the drive with Howard. It's a pickup of 4, and it'll bring up 2nd down. Tough running there. That's a hard-earned 4 yards.
Yeah, those are the unsung kind of runs. They don't fill up the stat sheet, but they do set you up in good position on 2nd down.
They go with Howard again. It's a 5-yard gain, but they'll still be a yard short here with 3rd down now looming. 5 yards there, and remember Howard last year, 5.2 yards per rush, so right around his average. The only Bears running back that's averaged that many yards per carry in a single season, Walter Payton.
And if Jordan Howard can keep up that type of pace, the city of Chicago will surely embrace him.
Trying a little razzle-dazzle on 3rd and short. And he gets it to the 32. Good enough for a 1st down. They only get 2 there, but on 3rd and 1, that's all they needed to keep the drive going. 2 minutes remain here in the first half. We're back to Soldier Field following this short break.
Now let's go.
On first down, they run with Howard. And he is leveled. Knocked down hard near the 42. It's a 10-yard pickup, and it moves the chains.
Another nice run there by Jordan Howard. And when we talk about fresh legs, how about 2016? Jordan Howard, the #2 rookie rusher. Heck, the #2 rusher in the NFL behind another rookie, Ezekiel Elliott.
In the first 3 weeks of the season, he only had 12 carries. So once week 4 hit, really found his groove. First, they go right back to Howard. And he'll take this one up close to about the 45. Give him 3 on first down. It'll set up a 2nd and 7.
This drive is pretty clear. Almost feels like old school fundamentals, doesn't it? Want to impose their will on the defense. What's that, 5 straight runs?
Yeah, 5 straight carries to start this drive. And like you said, the way it's working, they may just stick with it.
Here we go now.
Now they'll throw it with Trubisky. Out left to Shaheen. And he'll get it into enemy territory just across midfield at the 49. Now we're going to get a stoppage. Appears to be an injured Bear on the field. While the trainers take a look, we'll step aside. The Bears on third down. They've been near perfect. 4 for 5 to this point. They're up against a 3rd and 1 situation. They'll try to run for it with Howard. And he'll get this into enemy territory, but not by much as he's down to the 48. Give him a yard. And he's definitely short. It'll be 4th down and a few inches. Now the Bears going to use the 2nd of their timeouts as the clock's going to stop with 47 seconds to go in half number 1. Anthony Lynn says now's the time. His guy's going on 4th down.
All right, here we go. Green, 39. Over. Back down to that Philly. Here we go. No. Check. Gun. Watch him now, Barney. Leopard.
They'll try and pick it up with Cohen. And he will have first down yardage as he's brought down at the 41. And now we won't see a play on first down. We're going to get a timeout instead, as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the first half. So here we go, 1st and 10 now. Throwing here, Trubisky. Throw left side, taken in by Meredith. And they went the wrong way there. Losing yardage back at the 43-yard line.
If you're a selfish player and you're throwing the ball, you're cool with the completion. Maybe not so cool with the yardage loss, though, huh?
Yeah, you went backwards on the yardage. Hey, kind of works like a sack for the defense there.
Yeah, it's a really...
And he fires one that's intercepted. It's the 2014 NFL interception leader, Glover Quinn. And his guys have got it back at the closing stages of the first half. So the Lions offense ready to go back out onto the field. And with time quickly fading here in the second quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot.
Shift together here from the D-line. After the interception, here's Stafford. Flush, and he can't get rid of it. He's taken down. Now, before this second down play, we'll get whistles and a timeout, as they'll stop it with 13 seconds to play in half number 1. And no press coverage here. They are backing off in the secondary. From the gun, here's Stafford. Escaping the pressure right. He's got a man, complete. And he takes it all the way down to the 28-yard line. So we come upon halftime here at Soldier Field with the Bears out in front. As we'll send you down to Orlando as we check in with Larry Ridley and our EA Sports halftime report. Larry? Both teams appear ready for the fight ahead, and we resume action here in quarter number 3. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. The Lions offense now with a football first here to begin quarter number 3. They're down here, but very much in this game. What's the tonality of a coach's talk when a game is within striking distance like this at intermission?
Typically, what they're doing is emphasizing the things that went well in the first half and wanting more of that. Sure, you've got to go over some of the errors and clean up some things because there's a reason you're down. But overall, I think they want to stay positive, stay up with this team. We're just starting the second half, and we've got the football. Let's go ahead and punch it in, and then we'll take it from there.
See how that recipe works. And the offense will be looking to get at least some of this yardage back here. It's 2nd and 12. They go with Abdullah again. Whoosh. And some room to work. And a juke this time. Amir Abdullah. Touchdown, Detroit. Amir Abdullah, 77 yards. And the Lions are in for 6. And those are the highlight reel runs you dream of right there.
When he gets a seam and just gets through it, how about the explosiveness, the burst to get there to begin with, and then once he's in full gallop, good luck trying to track him down.
And those plays so demoralizing for the defense.
Absolutely, because you've done so much work trying to keep people in front of you. When they're past you and behind you, that's a tough one to swallow.
Here's Prater now set to kick it away. Set to return now. Here's Deontay Thompson. He spins free. And he's going to wind up bringing this one inside the 45-yard line.
That strong return has set them up nicely for this drive, and we all know the next score is going to have a major impact on this game.
Trubisky with a give to Howard. And this has been a familiar sight all afternoon as they stop him behind the line. It's a loss of a yard there, and now 2nd down. So now 11 yards to go for this offensive unit. It's 2nd down.
Here we go now.
Again, it's Howard. And he's got Rome. And he's going to fight his way forward here for a modest gain. Give him 5 on the carry there, and it'll set up a 3rd down.
Sometimes with the running game, you've just got to stick with it. Look, it's the third quarter, no time to panic. But that also doesn't mean you just do it the same way you've been doing it the entire ball game. Maybe change up some blocking assignments or run a few different plays, but stay with the overall essence of the running game.
Out of the gun, Trubisky. And he couldn't hang on to it through the contact. Incomplete. Well, pretty good coverage there, and both of these defenses, they've had good coverage throughout this one.
No doubt about it, and in today's NFL, where we're used to a bit more scoring, this feels almost like a well-pitched game in baseball on both sides where the tension continues to build. Who's going to make the big play?
And he's going to miss this one. That is no good. Well outside the left upright, and this score will stay right where it is. So an empty possession there. What do you think went wrong, Charles?
Well, it looked like maybe the plant leg might have given way just a little. And when that happens, guys have a tendency to pull through the ball to compensate. And in doing so, sent this one off target.
They start the drive with Abdullah. And he'll be knocked down sideways. That's going to go as a loss of a full 8 yards. And it sets him back for second down. And the D-line pinching together must be expecting the run. Again, it's Abdullah. And some space here. A little too much extracurricular there.
When you have a game with a lot of contact, tensions are going to run pretty high. You're going to be emotional, but you have to harness it somehow, and he didn't on that play.
Following the penalty, Abdullah. He winds up getting only a couple there, down to the 29.
This is what happens sometimes when you abandon the running game. It's hard to get back to it because once guys get out of that mentality of firing out and hitting people, hard to get them started again occasionally.
Let's see what the offense comes with here, 2nd and 8. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he'll be taken down just shy of the red zone at the 21. Call it an 8-yard gain. Much better shape now on 3rd and just a yard.
They're trying to show that they can run the ball and protect this lead. Give it to the backs, play a little bit of keep away, don't you think?
And that's probably a good philosophy at this point. Going to make that defense stand up and stop them. On 3rd down, Abdullah. And he will have the first down before he's tackled at the 12. Give him 10 yards on that one, and that'll earn him a fresh set of downs. They go back to Abdullah on 1st. And he'll get this one down to about the 10-yard line. 2 yards on the carry there, and it'll be 2nd down.
Sometimes play calls boil down to philosophy. You know you're facing one of the top 10 units against the run in the NFL. So do you decide to keep smashing against them, or do you decide to throw the ball here?
Here's Riddick. And this play doesn't go anywhere. Backwards, losing yardage to the 11. It's a loss of 2, now 3rd down.
Every year I go to the combine and marvel at the speeds that linebackers are running nowadays. They run like DBs. And let's face it, they know how to finish plays too. Eyes up, head up, run right through them. The Bears have put an extra defender in the secondary on 3rd down.
Yep, they're in the nickel. They go back to Riddick. And he takes this one in for a Lions touchdown. Theo Riddick, his third touchdown now on the year. And the Lions are able to grow their lead. A good, sustained drive there in this third quarter, capping it off with a touchdown to give them a nice two-score advantage.
It was actually a fun one to watch, wasn't it? I mean, for me, seeing the mix of what they did, how they moved the ball downfield, very sharp, too. Each and every play seemed to be executed with great dispatch.
Here's Prater now set to kick it away. It's Marcus Wheaton now to return it. And they're going to start this drive in pretty good shape as they get it up past the 30. And now Chicago getting ready to go as they take the field. Last time out, they had that long 50-plus yard field goal that they missed.
And I'm sure on their sideline they're thinking to themselves, okay, do we still want to try one if we're in that position again? And I would dare say that the answer would be yes. They're going to have a lot of confidence in their kicker. But just to be on the safe side, I'm sure they told their offensive guys, can we get a little bit closer this time?
Closer.
Yeah, you know, I'd rather get in the end zone first and foremost. But if all else fails, less of a field goal attempt for him.
On first down, Trubisky dumps that off to his running back, Jordan Howard. 4 yards on the pickup, and it's a second down.
Everyone's got to be able to catch the football. Doesn't matter what position you play, but if you're on offense, be aware a ball may come your way.
No. Check. Patriot. Over. Shoot.
On second down, here's Trubisky. And incomplete there. A nice hit. Jars the ball free and brings up third down.
It's a lot of contact going on there, and in the end, unable to keep two hands on the football and bring it into his body.
Everything looked pretty good until the finish. The Bears on third down. They've hit 4 of 7. This will be 3rd and 6. Trubisky will throw. And unable to connect on the long pass. It falls down incomplete.
Well, we're into the second half now, and this is an offense that continues to struggle to sustain a drive.
Looks like they're just totally out of sync, whether they're running the ball, passing the ball like we saw there. I don't know. The rhythm seems off. And he gets this away, angled for the sideline with a lot behind it. Wow. And a bit of a mistake there. This is well into the end zone for a touchback. Here's the Detroit offense now as they head back out onto the field. And they're hoping to redo their efforts in the last drive when they got into the end zone.
And just think of what it's like now on the sideline. Because when you score a touchdown, you have to go over and look at the tablet and see what you did on the last drive. When you scored points, it's a whole lot better view than when you're trying to figure out how to fix things there.
Looks like the defense in press coverage here. They'll run it now out of the gun. He'll get about 3 as he's taken down at the 23. And third quarter here, you've got the lead. This is where that strong run game can really benefit you. Stayed in bounds there, kept the clock going.
I like all the points you just made there. And if you throw the football and it's incomplete, now you've stopped the clock and you've helped out the guys on the other side of the ball. So keep it in the hands of those runners. Keep moving it. Keep grinding clock.
To throw on second down at Stafford. It's complete to Golden Tate. A good pickup there of 20 yards.
Another nice pickup through the air, and I think a lot of people might expect them to run the ball in this situation, Brandon, but with this lead, they're electing to throw the football. Swings, slants, quick outs, things that they consider safe.
So after that big gain, let's see what else the offense has up its sleeve. On first down, Stafford here. Eluding the pressure right. And that is incomplete. Kenny Golladay is intended receiver. That'll bring up second down.
I like what they tried to do there. They didn't get a completed pass downfield, but they came off of a momentum play. Big-time gain on the previous snap. Came right back and threw one deep, hoping to catch them on their heels.
And on the outside, they're playing press coverage. Second and 10, Stafford again. It's brought in left side by Tate. Touchdown, Detroit. Golden Tate, his second touchdown on the season. And the Lions add on to their lead.
I think if you polled defensive backs, they would say the corner route, take that out, make it illegal, because that is so hard to recognize and so hard to adjust, because your first move is to not get beat in the middle of the field. And that's how they move you first before they break off to the corner.
But then as the wide receiver, great job. It's tough to turn those upfield and go, but he did a great job with it there.
Really good balance, really good body control, and how about the end result? A touchdown.
The Bears offense now getting ready to take over. And with this deficit, you can't have too many more drives like the last drive where you had to punt it away.
You know what I would tell my offense right here? The punter doesn't exist, guys. He doesn't even exist. He's not a team anymore. I just cut him. All right? So you've got to go out and create some offense for us here and give us some points. No way does that guy get on the field in this drive.
Poor punter.
Yeah, it wasn't his fault. But, hey, listen, there's got to be casualties at times. We're trying to win a game.
Give him 2 yards on that play, and it'll be second down. And he motions the wide receiver. Now Trubisky to throw on second. He's going to float this over the middle, deep. And the hit jarred it loose. It's incomplete.
This defense was definitely alert to the possibility of the deep ball, and they were more than ready for it.
They've got the lead, fourth quarter. Maybe can expect more passes like that downfield. Now it's Trubisky. And incomplete, a disappointing drop there defensively by the rookie. And now fourth down. Another wayward pass. You know, things started out poorly in this game, and to be frank, they just really haven't gotten much better.
And all that does is embolden a secondary. They feel good about what's going on, and they just play better and better.
Here we go. It's Trubisky on fourth down. That's complete to Meredith. And he's going to be taken down here with a penalty flag on the field. So a decent gain, but all for naught on the penalty.
It's too bad, isn't it? They were feeling pretty good about it. The only people celebrating, the guys who just gave up that play.
Their already slim hopes are going to ride on this one. They'll go on fourth down. As expected, they're going for it to keep the drive alive. And the Lions pressure too strong. Down he goes. Paul Warlow leading the surge there. He drops him for a loss of 6. So out now come the Lions. They've really distanced themselves. They have put the pedal to the metal, I guess, so to speak.
So definitely have them in the rearview mirror, don't they? I mean, you're exactly right. Being able to string together these drives that end up in points, It's almost like a run in basketball to create that distance, and they're on a really big-time one right now.
It becomes contagious, doesn't it?
It absolutely does, because oftentimes it translates to your defense as well, because they're excited about getting the ball back for their offense that's playing so well.
Well, they are clicking right now.
When you execute a drag or a crossing route really well and give them a chance to let it develop a little bit, you can gain some significant yardage hitting your tight end on that one.
Stafford gives to Abdullah. And he'll be stopped about a yard shy of the goal line after a pickup of about 3. And in this situation with the lead fourth quarter, they're liking keeping the ball.
Defense has to know it as well. They've got to stop them here. So now we're going to see that loading the box in a big way. 6, 7, 8, 9, whatever it's going to take, puts a little bit more pressure on your big offensive line.
They come out here in the eye. A toss to Abdullah. That is not going to be any help as they dump him behind the line of scrimmage. It's a loss of a full 3 yards, and it brings up 4th down. Now it's Matt Prater on for the Lion field goal try. From the left hash, a chip shot here. And the 10-year vet knocks it through the goalpost, and that will extend their lead even further. So it's 3 more points, and that widens things out even further here in the 4th.
Hey, in this league, you can never have too much. So if you're in range, grab the 3 whenever you can.
And now the Bears coming out as they get ready. And on that last drive, went for it on 4th, turned it over. A good job by their defense, though. They held them to 3, but this offense, they've got to be a little bit better, a little bit more careful here.
And sometimes when you see these calls on 4th down, when they decide to go for it, it's not necessarily the coach saying, I believe in my offense. Sometimes the coach saying, I believe in my defense. I can afford to go for it here, because if we don't get it, I don't think we'll give up more than 3. And that's exactly what happened there.
You think that factored in?
I do. I think that he had that in his mind going into the game, that I'm going to be aggressive on offense because I know I've got a defense that can hold up their end.
Here we go now.
Possible run anticipation here as the D-line sandwiches together.
Here we go. Green, 39.
On 2nd down, Trubisky. Oh, it's a screen pass. That's complete. And he'll get it up near the 35, right at the 34 here. And give him 9 yards on the 2nd down screen play.
For a second there, I thought that might break big. Screen pass. Looked like it was coming together. Looked like there was an opening. Still, ended up with a solid game.
And he's going to have the 1st down yardage to the 35. They only get 2 there, but on 3rd and 1, that's all they needed to keep the drive going. Now Trubisky on 1st down. Now he'll dump it underneath to his running back, complete. And he gets this one to midfield before he's brought down. A solid gain of 15 yards, and the sticks move. Time for a break. We'll come back and see this one out after this.
Now let's go.
Trubisky draw play, gives to Howard. And able to push his way forward here for a good little gain. He'll get a nice chunk there on the 1st down run, and it's 2nd and 4.
Let's talk a little football 101 here, because one of the keys to advancing the ball downfield, success on 1st down. Huge difference, as we know, between 2nd and 4 and 2nd and 8 and 9.
It's a short one here, complete to his tight end. And he'll get it down on the play to the 37. It's a 7-yard gain there, and it's good enough to move the chains. On 1st and 10, it's Trubisky. Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's right. And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25. 15 yards through the air on a 1st down. From the gun, it's Trubisky. Open space inside the 10. That is caught right at the 10-yard line. Another nice gain, 13 yards that time, and another 1st down. Clock management definitely critical here if they want to get back in this game.
Absolutely agreed. They have to up the tempo in this case, down a couple of scores. Want to make sure they have a chance to win this ball game.
Shift together here from the D-line. Looking to throw again, Trubisky. And this is going to be intercepted. Darius Slay with a pick. And nothing there on the return. They've got the football, but they'll have to start this drive at their own 4-yard line. Maybe he telegraphed it a little bit right there. You've got a cornerback knowing that he's going against a rookie quarterback. He stepped in and picked it.
You think he had a great week of preparation, looking forward to this opportunity? And the second part of that is, when you're a young quarterback, you are going to stare down targets, but oftentimes your playbook hasn't expanded to give you full field reads as well. Makes it a little bit tougher for him.
And for one of the few times here today, this run's not going to go anywhere.
Really shouldn't be a surprise. It's going to be hard to move people in this situation. You know they're going to bring the pressure defensively. Because I remember playing in these spots, and my coaches always say, don't be afraid to try and create a safety, too. They're going to bring pressure.
They pitch to Abdullah. And he'll take this forward only up to about the 7. Give him 3 yards on the run there. That still leaves him with a difficult 3rd and 8 coming up. A road win in the National Football League. Charles, you never take that for granted no matter who you're playing, no matter where you're playing.
You take it and you run with it. And you know you primed the pump all week in your own home facility. No one thinks we can do this. Only people who believe are right here in this room. And then you go on the road, band together, and get it done.
So for the Lions...